What's up YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Matt Fox. Today's video, we're going to go over something that I think the stats are crazy with, like 90% of everyone in the world will experience lower back pain at some stage in their life. I certainly have. I've had some serious lower back injuries a long time ago that used to flare up for about 10 years until I changed to bodyweight training and my core got stronger and everything just shifted. Anyway, today's video I'm going to show you a few stretches and a few exercises that help with lower back pain and help prevent lower back pain, which is prevention better than a cure in my book too. So anyway, hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed, do so. This video is happening in a small little room, so you don't need any space either to do this. You can literally do these anywhere, no equipment's needed. So get in, get to this a couple of times a week and prevent these lower back injuries. Now, let's get to it. All right, so firstly, before I do the exercises, I want to get into the stretches. Now, I've found, and it's just a common fact, that a lot of lower back injuries are caused from really tight glutes and tight hamstrings, which are compensating and pulling on your lower back. Obviously, there's other ways to get a lower back injury, but this is a really common way. So, let's go into our first glute stretch. Quite simple. I'm not going to hold it for the required period of time. I just want to get you guys the knowledge that can help. So left leg is straight, bringing my right leg over. My right foot is next to my left knee. Sitting up as straight as you can, and you're hugging your knee into the chest. So keep trying to sit up straight. The straighter the better, because you'll feel that stretch to the glute. Same goes on the other side. So work through this one. I tend to start with the easier stretches first and then build up to the ones that are a little bit more difficult. 2 or 3 times on each leg. Hold it for 20 odd seconds and that'll be enough. All right, next stretch. We are lying on our back. Just a knee to chest with this stretch. So this is also going to stretch out the hips. I'm not super flexible, especially through the hips and glutes, but I will do my best. So keeping your left leg straight, I'm working again, right leg first. We're going to pull right knee up towards right shoulder. All right, so again, every stretch I'm going to show you, around 20 seconds, 2 to 3 times on each side of the body. So I do right side, I do left side. While I'm here though, I'm going to show you the other variation of this. Well, not a variation, something else you add in. So right knee was originally going to right shoulder. Now I'm going to pull the right knee across while keeping my upper back on the ground to my left shoulder. So it's coming across the body. So again, same on the left leg too. So I'll do it on the left leg. Left knee to right shoulder, trying to keep that right leg flat on the ground now, upper back flat on the ground, and stretching through the glutes. Holding again for 20 seconds, 2 or 3 times through. All right, once we've gone through those 2 stretches, moving on to the next one, while we're still on our back on the ground. Knees are bent now. This is one for me has been one of the key ones. I noticed when I didn't do it for a while how tight I really was, and now it's become a lot easier. So I've got my feet flat on the ground like I'm going to do a sit-up. Now I'm going to get my right foot, which is the side of the foot, to my left knee. Trying to open up the hip joint, a great one as well. Getting my hands behind my left knee, around my hamstring, and I'm pulling that leg, the left leg, into my chest. Again, trying to keep my upper back on the ground. This one, while I'm pulling my left leg, it's going to be stretching my right glute. So I'm going to swap sides because I feel like I'm stretching my right side a lot more than my left. So, same thing. Left foot up on my right knee, hands around the hamstring, and I'm pulling my right leg in. I'm going to feel a great stretch through the left glute now.
So again, trying to hold this 20 seconds, 2 to 3 times through. Oh, it's a big stretch. Rolling over, and final stretch. Of course, there's more, you know, I spoke about hamstrings, so we can get into hamstrings. But I just wanted to show you some really key ones, which I found really beneficial to me. Next one, we're on the ground, legs are flat. Want to try and keep our hips flat on the ground. Hands come under our shoulders, and we're pushing up through here. So not only does this stretch out your abs, but it takes some pressure off your lower back discs as well. And it was one of the exercises, or one of the stretches, when I had really bad issues with my L4, L5 disc, that I always recommend to do, just to help decompress and take that pressure off those lower discs, which I found really worked well. So how I like to do this, I like to come up to my full range of movement, hold this, focusing on breathing for 10 seconds, then I'll go down slowly, and then I'll try and come up again and go just a little bit further than the previous time. So exhaling, trying to get a little bit further than the last time, keeping hips onto the ground as well. So pushing up through the upper body, trying to keep your lower body flat on the ground. Now, if you want to spice this one up, you can look over your shoulder as well. Looking over each shoulder. Come up for one more. Alright, so as I said, there is a heap of stretches for hamstrings, glutes, lower back. I've shown you, as I said, some main ones for glutes and the key one for my lower back. I'll give you one more, which we are outstretched on our back. Right knee comes over, trying to keep shoulders on the ground. We can use a left hand to push our right knee down. Just stretching out the rotation. So getting that rotation through the spine. Again, same period of time, 2 to 3 times on each side. 20-second hold. I recommend doing these stretches at the end of the workout when you're warm. I don't think static stretching should be done at the start of the warm-up. So warm up first, then get into some of these moves. Now, it's some exercise time. So these exercises should be done in a bit of prehab, so preventing lower back injury, but these exercises are also the exercises I was given during my really bad back pain to help build up strength, build up a bit of movement or range of movement, and help it recover. So I'm going to show you them now. All right, so the first exercise that we're going to do are going to be for the glutes. So we're down on the ground, feet are flat as if we're going to be doing a sit-up, and we're just doing a glute bridge or hip thrust. Now, there's 2 ways to do this. You can do it and hold it at the top position, or you can do it for reps, where you come back down, driving up through the heels, squeezing the glutes, hold it for a second, and then back down. I like to mix it up, do a few static holds, and then 2 or 3 sets of high reps, 15 to 20 reps. Once you've gotten good at that and feeling comfortable, you do it with a single leg. So 1 leg off the ground. Again, for reps, if you put your hand on your glute and on your lower back, you'll really feel the lower back and glute activated, which is what you want. So pushing up, you can do it again for hold or for reps. 2 to 3 sets of 15 to 20 reps. I like to go high reps on this one. On to the next exercise. All right, next exercise, we are going to be doing Supermans. So again, I'll give you 2 different ways of doing this. If you've currently got a sore back, or you're in the early stages of rehab, I would recommend
doing this variation. So we're on all fours, slow, nice and controlled. Extend right leg straight back, left arm straight above your head. Swap, left leg straight back, right arm straight out. We're doing this again for reps. Notice I'm pausing it at the top, holding that position for a second, then coming back down. This one's all about control, so we don't need to do this quickly. The harder variation of this is if I drop down to the ground, on my stomach, arms outstretched behind me, and I want to raise my chest off the ground, coming back down. Raising, holding, you'll really feel that. So again, 2 to 3 sets, 15 to 20 reps, nice and controlled. Final one, we're going to roll over and work on our pelvic floor. So again, feet flat on the floor. Now what we want to do here, when we're lying relaxed on the floor, you'll notice if you put your hand under your lower back, you'll be able to get underneath that lower back arch. We want to cut that arch off by sucking our belly button into the floor. While we do this and hold that tension through our belly button into the floor, you want to do it for 4 to 5 big, deep, controlled breaths and 2 to 3 sets of that. So you never switch off your core. So it's always turned on, even through the breathing. Now this is especially important when you do ab exercise, different types of crunches, leg raises. You want to have this feeling, I've spoken about it before, where you're pulling your belly button into the ground. Next up, we're going to do the opposite way. We're going to tilt the pelvis outways now. So we're going to create an even bigger arch. And if you can see my hand here underneath, I'm getting under my arch that I just spoke about by blowing my stomach, and now I'm doing the opposite. I'm pulling my belly button up into the ceiling. Again, same thing, 4 to 5 big, deep, controlled breaths. 2 to 3 sets of that. Will really help the pelvic floor. There we have it, guys. I really hope you enjoyed the video. Please give it a thumbs up if you have or did enjoy it. These exercises really helped me recover from pretty serious lower back injury, so I know they work. So give them a try. You can do it, as I said, as a preventative measure a couple of times a week. You only need to spend 10 minutes on this and it'll go a long way. So get to it. Don't forget to subscribe too. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Trying to give you guys videos every week that will really transform your body and your health without needing a gym. Until then, stay safe. I'll see you all soon.